Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So recently I've been helping my dad out with his garden shed to get organised. His shed is made out of brick and there's an alcove at the bottom. So in this video I'd like to share with you how I made some alcove shelving for a brick garden shed. So here is the area of the shed where the shelves are going to go, and I made a quick drawing. I want it to be 131 wide, that's the width of the shed, and around 40 centimeters deep. So to make these, I've got this beaten up old piece of wood from a fence. Looks like a bit of scrap, like you couldn't do anything with it, but I'm going to try to make enough lengths of wood out of this to make these shelves. So I just started off by chopping off the rough ends with a handsaw. And then just measuring up the length that I want. I've allowed for about 1 centimetre of gap so that the shelves will fit nicely into the space. So I've just quickly drawn on. You can see there's roughly 4 sections there that I want to get out of this piece of wood. So I'm pushing it to the max. So I set up my table saw and I'm accounting for the waste as well. There's a couple of mil of waste on each pass. So hopefully I'll be able to get enough width out of these pieces. I've got the short pieces, which are the sides, and the long pieces, which are running the length of the shelves. Once I got to the end, I just cut off that last sliver, and that'll be waste material there. And I just about got enough wood. So then I just broomed up all the sawdust the old-fashioned way. Now I just wanted to neaten up all the edges and make them square. I decided to use the pull saw and the bench hook here, and I just took my time and squared off all the ends. After I'd done the first one, I used that as a template for the next one. So here I'm just making some brackets to support the shelves. I've got an old piece of, I think it's a 2x3, but it's quite thick. It's more of a 3x3. And I'm going to put a 45-degree angle on the fronts just to make them look a little bit nicer. And I'm just using my speed square to do that. And the 45-degree, it just drops down about 2 centimeters at the top. Now I just wanted to mark up where to drill some pilot holes to attach these to a wall. Once I'd done the first one, I used that as a template for the second one. Now I could start assembling the shelves. So it's quite thin, the wood here, but it's quite deep. It's about 7 centimeters deep, so it should have plenty of strength. And I'm using just 1-inch screws here, 2 in each section, and I'm pre-drilling and gluing. with the price of wood at the moment, I thought it was worth giving it a go at salvaging that old piece of wood, and luckily it turned out just fine in the end. Now I wanted to add some central supports, so I'm just marking up some equal spacing at about 40 centimeters in, but this isn't too much of a problem. It doesn't really matter where these go, they just need to be roughly equally spaced, and they'll just add some rigidity to the shelf. And that was the two frames assembled. Then I wanted to add a few extra supports, so I just cut off a bit more wood. These are just some scrap bits of wood I had, and I added these in because for the tops I'm going to be using some hardboard and it's not too thick, so this will help to spread the weight across the shelves. Here you can see I've got the hardboard. This is all I had. It's not ideal. If you've got some plywood, say 10mm thick, that would be ideal for this, or even thicker, but it's very expensive at the moment, so I decided to use this hardboard, and I'm going to strengthen it up later on. So here I just took a handsaw and cut out the shape. Then I added plenty of glue to the top of the frame. So I got this hardboard in a delivery, so it didn't cost me anything. And to attach it, I'm just using some very small panel pins. Once the glue's dried, it should be really secure. Then I'll just cut out the other section that I needed. And repeated the process. Then I'll just give it a quick hand sanding on the edges, just to remove any sharpness. And then to stiffen up the hardboard, I added some PVA sealer to the wood, and this worked quite well. Once it was dry, the wood was really rigid. And then I mixed up some grey paint with a few different colours of paint that I had lying around, and painted them with a roller. And I gave them about 3 coats. And that was the alcove shelves pretty much finished. Then I gave a coat of paint to the brackets too. Then it was time to install them at my dad's shed. So I just offered up the brackets, made sure they were level, and then drilled some markings. And I actually made some more shelving in this shed recently, and I have videos about that if you're interested, so I'll leave links to the videos down below. Then I could just use a masonry bit and drill out the holes. And add some plugs. Then I could fix the screws securely. Later on I changed those small washers for some bigger ones, just for a bit of extra support. So then I could add the second bracket. Again, leveling it up and making some marks. So once the first two on the one side were in, I could start on the other side. And I levelled across with a piece of wood, but I couldn't film that part because the space was really tight. But once I had the height, I could just repeat the process on the other side. And that was the brackets in, and you can see those bigger shelves up the top that I also made. So now I just needed to fit the shelves on. Luckily they fit, I didn't need to remove any material. The next thing was to add some extra supports underneath across the span of the shelves, just to stop them sagging over time. I thought it was a good idea to add these now rather than later. So these are just some offcuts of pallet wood that I've ripped down. The idea being in this project that it's practically free. Everything I've used here cost me nothing apart from the screws. So I've added 2 battens across. And that should offer plenty of support for the shelves. Then I'll just put the shelves back in, and my dad had some old laminate flooring, so I added that to the tops of the shelves, just placed it on top to protect the hardboard and just to spread the weight across. And they turned out really solid and just fit for purpose, no problem at all. So that's about it for this video. I was pretty pleased with how they turned out in the end, considering that I just used scrap materials, and I covered up the hardboard on the tops with some laminate flooring just to spread the weight and to stop it getting damaged. They felt really strong in the end, and I was surprised how with my measurements everything just slotted into place nicely, which was also a bonus. So if you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.